guys, what's going on? Blair the Card Guys here with another video for you. This video today, we want to talk about the 5 most unhealthy cards in the game. Like, these are cards that literally every time you see your opponent play this, you just want to just reach across the table and just punch them in the face. So we're gonna get right into it. It's 5 cards, and number 1 card that's I think is not healthy for the game is Card Demise. Like, yeah, you draw 3 and you can't special summon everything, but just what the deck promotes, it promotes like no interaction in between both players. All the decks that you've seen that play Card Demise, they were heavy trap based, just heavy traps, nothing but traps. All they do is just sit on their traps and just pretty much let the traps play for them instead of them actually interacting with their opponent. And yeah, of course you still have to know when to activate the right traps at the right time or whatever, but that's not really hard. And then coupled with playing Abductor, not Abductor, excuse me. Yeah, like cards like Ariadne going behind it, cards like Bountiful Artemis that lets you draw a card for each counter trap you play, and you're just gonna keep drawing traps. Like that's not fun, and I feel sorry for anyone that had to play against a deck like that. So that's the number 1 card. Or one of the cards. This isn't in any particular order. The second card is the Monarch Stormforth. And I know everybody that played any deck period, even if it was the Monarch Mirror Match, you hate seeing this card. If you're playing Monarch, of course you want to see this card all the time. It's like the card is really, really broken, but it's not healthy for the game. We already have a problem right now where decks are playing not just on their turn, but on your opponent's turn as well. And Monarch the Stormforth is the main card that lets your opponent do that. Like, also back with Aether, the Heavenly Monarch. Just being able to put a monster on the board, and then they go, oh, Stormforth, tribute your monster for Aether, do stuff, cure ass, pop stuff, like send cards to the graveyard, send primes and everything. Like, that is not healthy. And even though decks are really good if you can play in your opponent's turn, but that's just literally insane with Stormforth. And of course you can also see this coming behind Stormforth with the 3rd card that we're going to talk about in this video is Pantheism. And Pantheism is one of the main cards that help you get Stormforth, and directly or indirectly depending on how you use it. But the reason why Pantheism is on this list is literally you draw 2 cards. Even though you discard a card, discard Prime, okay, and then you draw 2 cards. That's fine if it was once per turn, but the fact that I know the search effect in the graveyard is once per turn, but the fact that you're able to draw multiple cards more than once per turn, I've seen people resolve Pantheism of the Monarchs up to 6-7 times, and that's literally ridiculous. Even though the deck has a problem with bricking, you being able to draw 14 cards, and then just being able to recycle that with Adia, with if they make Omega, you can put it back in the deck. You can put it back in the graveyard, get it back. Prime Monarch, if it's in the spell and trap zone, being able to put that back in the deck and get it again or search it again. Drawing that many cards is literally not healthy, and it's just not fair. So I think that should be hit too. Hopefully those get hit. Please get hit. The 4th card on here is Anti-Spell Fragrance. This card is just a blowout. You remember back in Dragon format when Vanity's Emptiness was at 3? This is, alright, it might not be on that same level, but it's pretty similar. Literally against Monarchs, against Pendulums, and even kind of Cosmos. If you're playing the Fire King version, it can kind of hurt a little bit, not really, if they have Pilot and Dark Destroyer. But literally going first turn Anti-Spell Fragrance is not healthy. Just being able, even though we know the big decks, they want to be able to just lock out your opponent to where you can't play, but spells are really big in the game. Just like I said with Monarchs, with any Pendulum variant deck. Blue Eyes relies on spells. They have to resolve spells for them to be able to play the game at all. And if Anti-Spell Fragrance just doesn't let your opponent do that, I'm pretty sure they'll get hit as well. And then the last card on this list, when I say card, it's more like cards, and that's kind of like the Magic Spectre cards, and that's Buku and Kieran are the main culprits. Buku and Kieran are the main targets. Pretty much, the fact they can't be targeted by card effects, and that they can't be destroyed by card effects either, is just broken in its own sense. Also, like with Kieran, being able to bounce any pendulum monster on their side of the field, and then any monster you control, literally is just unfair, especially if it can't be targeted or destroyed. That just destroys a lot of people. It destroys the BA matchup at the right time. It can destroy any other matchup as well, and like it's just not healthy. It's not healthy at all. And then also like backed up with their traps as well. So you bounce a card, you tribute it off for a trap. That's really tough to deal with, especially when they have multiple Kierans, so they can use one on their turn and then use one on your turn as well to help clear your board and make it impossible for you to play. But that's my list. Hopefully Konami, you hear this, get rid of Stormforth and Pantheism, please. Thank you. But make sure you give this video a like, thumbs up. Do that thing where you click the red button if you haven't done that yet. What do you think are some unhealthy cards in the game? Make sure you leave that in the comment section below. If you didn't like the video, make sure you watch it a second time. I promise you'll like it then. But the card guys, peace.